Good morning, Lions. Today is Thursday, June 5th, and you're watching Liberty Live. I'm Ryan Idle.
And I'm Gianna Fleming.
Attention seniors, your senior send-off will take place on Monday, June 9th from 9:30 to 10:45 at Crawford Rodriguez, or on Tuesday, June 10th from 9:30 to 10:45 at Holman. You may go to either school if you went to Rosenauer. Please go to the main office and get a permission slip and return them as soon as possible, and have fun.
Attention seniors, someone left a black and burgundy colored vest at Southgate the night of prom. If it is yours, please come see Mrs. Saves in C222 or I will happily take it. I'll take the vest.
Yeah.
Go get your vest.
There will be a brief meeting for all National Art Honor Society students on Friday, June 6th during the second half of Common Lunch in Mrs. Bender's room.
Keep an eye out for an email with a Google form link for Cupcake Wars and vote for your favorite. Today is the final day to vote.
Attention both boys and girls interested in participating in cross country next fall. There will be an interest meeting in room D102 today, June 5th at 10:30 a.m. See Mr. Angle or Mr. Wendelak if you cannot make the meeting.
Another meeting, important. There will be a mandatory meeting for anyone who is interested in playing boys basketball next year today, Thursday, June 5th, at the beginning of Common Lunch in Coach Connor's room, B203. If you cannot make it, you are to see Coach Connor at some time during the day.
The annual Powder Puff football game will be today, Thursday, June 5th at 5 p.m. in the Liberty Stadium. Don't miss your chance to see the junior girls and senior girls compete in flag football.
Have fun.
Yes, good luck.
The annual Senior Awards Dinner is on Thursday, June 12th by invitation only. So check with your mailman to see if you made the cut.
Attention all film production slackers.
Yikes.
Your final two projects are due by June 13th. Uh-oh. If they are not in by 2 p.m. that day, uh-oh. I will be happy to introduce you all to the hardest final exam ever.
Uh-oh.
We better get studying.
Uh-oh. And now for today's SAT word of the day, recapitulate. Summarize and state again the main points. And now for today's weather.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 88 and a low of 67. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 84 and a low of 70. And Saturday will be mostly cloudy with showers with a high of 77 and a low of 66.
And now for today's quote of the day by John F. Kennedy. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, JFK.
And that's all we have for today.
Make it a great day, Liberty.
Almost Friday.
Almost Friday.